following PS2 previews are brought to you by PSM, 100% independent PlayStation magazine, America's best-selling PlayStation magazine, unofficial, unbiased, unrivaled. Get your free trial issue now at www.psmonline.com. If you don't have access to the web, call 1-800-477-0484 for your free trial issue of PSM.
Experience all the speed, power, and emotion of the NFL through EA Sports Madden NFL 2001. In the most realistic Madden game ever, Madden NFL 2001's players feature the likenesses of their real-life counterparts. Every NFL team, including the NFL Europe's teams, are available to the gamer and are complete with an updated roster. Playbooks for each team are also captured in this amazing game, with specific plays tailor-made for the star players. The game can take part in CPU-controlled games, an NFL series, or multiplayer games. The multiplayer option allows simultaneous play for up to 8 players.
From Software puts you behind the wheel of a massive mech in Armored Core 2. With this game's advanced mech creation feature, you can create or modify custom mechs. As the game progresses, players can unlock different parts to add to their mechs. Practically every part can be modified, including arms, legs, guns, heads, and torsos. Armored Core 2 also features an arena mode. This is basically a deathmatch mode which can be played against a friend or the computer. Also, defeating computer opponents in arena mode unlocks secret parts and weapons. Electronic Arts pits you in a fight against terrorists in X Squad. Not only must you use all of your skills, which range from demolition to sniping, but you also have to lead your crack squad of agents through exciting mission-based levels. By incorporating mind-boggling puzzles, X Squad provides a wide variety of gameplay. Diverse lighting and weather effects also highlight X Squad, a world of crime and suspense.
Get ready to catch Big Air. EA Sports' first original PlayStation 2 title, SSX, combines the speed of snowboard racing with the aggressive Big Air tricks found in freestyle snowboarding. Players choose from 4 different international characters, each with their own attitude and unique trick sets. 3 game modes include a free ride mode, single event, and world circuit. Each one of the 7 tracks is extremely challenging, as courses are filled with difficult shortcuts, big air jumps, cliffs, and other obstacles. SSX also boasts an interactive soundtrack that features original recordings from Mixmaster Mike, Rozelle, Aphrodite, and Mike Finn. Find the stash in a vast, rugged wilderness and drive across international borders with a load of contraband. Smugglers Run pits you against cops, the Border Patrol, and ruthless rival smugglers on vast terrains of sand, mud, snow, rocks, and more. Navigate around rivers, cliffs, and other natural obstacles, all while avoiding the law. Combining action, skill, and strategy, Smugglers Run drops you straight into the middle of the dark world of professional smuggling. Don't bother looking for the rules. There aren't any.
Age Tech's Eternal Ring is one of PlayStation 2's first RPGs to be launched in the USA. Explore all the areas on the island of no return, from villages to the coastal regions to numerous caves, and solve the mystery of the Eternal Ring. Collecting rings, a total of 5 possible, will allow you to upgrade your character. This means better and stronger attacks. Roam the island in a first-person perspective while hacking away at various enemies in real time. Anyone who has played Kings of Field should feel right at home with this game. Dynasty Warriors 2 is a new type of action game from Koei that pits gamers against throngs of enemy soldiers. The battles are set in the era of the Three Kingdoms, and the huge battlefields have thousands of characters and constant movement and combat. Battle is done on foot as well as on horseback or with a bow. Guide your men to victory by overrunning enemy fortresses, capturing enemy commanders, and more. Based on tactical information, you must choose what actions best fit your goals.
Using a mounted rifle with a scope, aim with pinpoint accuracy to pick off enemies one by one. Seek out the terrorists, take aim, and shoot them before your time runs out, both in daylight and darkness, on rooftops and on the move. On challenging backdrops such as freeways, football fields, and inside enemy compounds, the player must keep his cool and have a steady hand. Silent Scope features different levels of difficulty ranging from beginner to expert, and 3 modes of play consisting of time attack, story mode, and target practice.
From the development team that brought you GoldenEye comes Eidos Interactive's Time Splitters. This first-person shooter pits players against an evil race that exists outside of time and space. Players choose between 24 unique characters and 8 different gameplay scenarios taking place over 24 different levels. Each level varies in theme and time period. To fight this time-traveling menace, players have access to an arsenal of 20 different weapons. A level editor also allows gamers the option to create your own unique levels to play in.
Namco's newest 3D racing game is a visual showcase for the new PS2. Ridge Racer 5's smooth, beautiful, and outstanding graphics help make Ridge Racer 5 one of the most intense racing experiences ever. Translucent glass, landscapes reflected on the car body, tire smoke during hard braking and tail slides, and sparks from side-swiping cars all make Ridge Racer 5 one of the most beautiful racing games on any platform. Highly detailed race courses and buildings, improved distance perspective, and great handling make this one of the best arcade racing games to date. International Track and Field is a stunning 3D update to the classic button-mashing sports series and features all-new high-resolution graphics. Each Olympian is a fully detailed and realistic athlete. Featuring a complete selection of Olympic events, the player can compete in such events as the pole vault, the discus throw, the 100-meter freestyle swim, and rhythmic gymnastics. So go for the gold in this amazing sports simulation.
The FIFA franchise gets kicked into high gear with EA Sports FIFA 2001 Major League Soccer. Authentic right down to the stadiums, the game boasts every team plus 200 different facial textures for all of the soccer players. The texture gives players incredibly detailed facial animations, while lifelike movement adds to the gameplay. The game includes an exhibition mode, World Cup mode, U23 World Championship mode, League mode, and training mode. Players can also take part in the World Cup mode and play as one of 46 international clubs available. Capcom's Street Fighter EX3 is a fighting game that consists of 20 fighters, including Sagat, Blanka, Bison, Skullomania, and Doctrine Dark. The gameplay modes consist of the Arena mode, Tag Battle, Dramatic Battle, Team Battle, Training mode, and the Character Edit mode. The Character Edit mode allows players to build their own fighter with practically any move that exists in the game. That means that the same custom character can do a Dragon Punch and a Spinning Pile Driver. Street Fighter EX3 has also incorporated a tag feature, adding new dimension to the fighting, especially when teaming up with a partner for 2-on-1 or 2-on-2 bouts.
Namco's Tekken Tag Tournament is an arcade fighting game with over 30 unique characters to control. This stunning port from the arcade version takes full advantage of the PS2's incredible power, creating a game that is even more attractive than the original. 7 game modes include Arcade, Versus, Survival, Timed Battle, Tag Tournament, One-on-One, Practice Mode, along with little hidden extras like Tekken Bowl and a Theater mode. A shot gallery is also available to view and store screenshots from past fights. With 7 levels of difficulty, Sony's Fantavision is a fireworks puzzle game that lets players create a spectacular light show by chaining together and detonating different types of fireworks. The resulting flower-shaped explosions are seen from an aerial view in shower cities like Seattle and exotic locales like the Moon. Depending on how intricate and explosive their fireworks displays are, players also earn bonuses. EA Sports NHL 2001 features all the official NHL teams and players, all 30 of the National Hockey League teams, and 20 of the world's best international teams. The game modes will include Quick Game, Season Play, Playoffs, and Tournament, each offering realistic, fast-paced gameplay.
Working Design's Griffon Blaze is a mission-oriented war game. Gamers control 17-ton Hi-Max 3 and take part in missions spanning several different continents and countries. Players choose from different levels of difficulty: Blaze Away, Normal, Nightmare, and Hell. The gameplay is more like a first-person shooter than traditional mech game. Gamers will enjoy the fast arcade action, while the same style of gameplay may disappoint mech purists. The fight continues and Midway's Ready to Rumble Round 2. The PlayStation 2 version of this over-the-top arcade boxing game features 7 new fighters along with 11 original characters. Each boxer has a whole new set of special moves, combos, introductions, and victory animations. Game modes include a training mode where players can hone their boxing skills for the championship bout. In that mode, players follow a storyline as they advance through the ranks of boxers, complete with new arch enemies and old rivals.
Features arcade-style racing through traffic-heavy streets filled with cars, civilians, and other obstacles. Players choose and modify any of the 17 available street machines. Set in a 3D urban environment, players challenge each other to win the coveted midnight race. The most attractive aspect of this game is the ability to go anywhere at any time. That means players can take shortcuts through buildings or even rivers. X Games Snowboarding is a detailed, incredibly realistic representation of the actual sport of snowboarding. X Games bears the licenses, labels, names, and faces from ESPN's Extreme Sports franchise. 15 pro boarders are all ready to compete. Authentic boards, boots, and outfits and true-to-life runs add to the realism of this stunning game. You can compete in half-pipe, border cross, big air, and slopestyle competitions across many different slopes that are modeled after the real tracks in the X Games.
The PlayStation 2 game console is powered by a 128-bit CPU called the Emotion Engine, referring to the machine's immense computing power and its ability to capture the emotions and imaginations of game players. The 128-bit processor is 4 times more powerful than the 32-bit original PlayStation, and with 32 megabytes of main system memory, the PS2 can outprocess most PCs. The DualShock 2 controller packed in with the PlayStation 2 is designed with twin analog sticks and fully analog buttons, expanding on the features that Sony introduced with the DualShock for the original PlayStation. And be sure to check out how to bring more intensity to your gameplay with the goods that Interact Accessories is offering at launch time. The standard PS2 memory cards can store 8 megabytes of data. A new memory card management interface allows save icons to change as you progress in a game and react to deletion commands through simple animations. Even if no games were slated for the PS2 launch, the system would still have over 300 titles thanks to backwards compatibility. PlayStation 1 gamepads can also be used with your PS1 or PS2 games, but the PS1 memory cards will only work with your PS1 games. And when it's game over, you'll be pleased to know that the PS2 will play all of your DVD movies and music CDs. The PlayStation 2, movies, music, and games, all built into one single home entertainment console.
Yeah, we know. You checked out the games and figured, okay, let's see what these Interact guys have in store for the PlayStation 2 launch. Well, while we don't offer the latest 3D first-person deathmatch mega tournament, we offer the most important part of any video game, control. Let's have a quick rundown of Interact's at-launch lineup, and then you can get back to fantasizing about your PS2. When you want a gamepad with extra features and a very comfortable design, you want the Storm Chaser gamepad. Gamers, you get 6 analog buttons plus the 4 analog shoulder buttons, along with standard twin analog sticks and vibration feedback. For added function, you get auto fire, button relocation, button pressure programming, and button programmability, which allows you to program complicated combos into a single button. The rubberized grips will curve the slips and provide you with many hours of comfortable gameplay. If a standard gamepad is on your list of must-have accessories, the Dual Impact 2 is the one to grab. You get all of the standard analog buttons, analog sticks, and vibration feedback with a very uncommonly comfortable shape. The Dual Impact 2 should be your first choice when shopping for your second standard controller. When it's time to pummel opponents into submission, it's time to pound on the Shadow Blade arcade stick. This incredibly sturdy stick was made to take a beating as you dish out a beating on unsuspecting adversaries. You get 8 analog buttons, an analog control stick, button pressure programmability, button relocation, and button programmability, allowing you to press one button and watch a massive combo repeatedly beat your poor victim into the ground. The sturdy metal base takes your pounding with style. With a slew of intense racing games available for the PS2, you're going to need a good racing wheel. With the gamepad, you're not really driving, are you? The V3FX Racing Wheel 2 has everything you need to hug the turns and blaze by the competition. 300 degrees of wheel rotation, separate foot pedals, and vibration feedback offer you a very realistic driving experience. If NASCAR rookie sensation Dale Earnhardt Jr. swears by Interact's racing wheels, why wouldn't you? And shortly after the PS2 launch, be on the lookout for the Blue Thunder Racing Wheel, a very sturdy, high-end racing wheel with many extra functions, and the Thunderstrike Light Blaster, the pistol of choice for virtual assassins everywhere. Of course, we have more on the way, but you're just gonna have to wait and see. If you think that's it, you're wrong, baby. Check out Interact's Go Big or Go Home contest to see how picking up these killer accessories could put your ass on a plane to some wild vacation locations or get you some very cool gear.
On October 26th, Interact Accessories is going to start slinging some killer prizes in your general direction, but only if you have the points to compete. To get the points, you can bust out a massive 540 or tweak the frontside fakie to the cheers of crowds around the world. But why risk life and limb when you can simply buy Interact, gameshark, and Performance brand accessories? Every accessory for every platform has a point value. Every point you collect is equal to how many times we throw your name into the enormous imaginary hat. The more points you have, the more entries you have, the more chances you have of winning. We'll reach into that mythic sombrero every day, every week, every month, and a few more times at the end of February. And for the lineup of prizes we're throwing down, you'd better be prepared to go big, or you might as well not even bother playing. So, first you buy the goods. Second, go to www.gobigwinbig.com to register and get more of the scoop. And third, if we pick your name, you could win daily, weekly, monthly, and grand prizes, including posters, t-shirts, games and gaming gear, big-ticket electronics, skateboards, snowboards, bikes, and big-ass vacations for the adventurous types. You may even win a chance to hang with members of Interact's Dream Team, Bucky Lasik, Bob Burnquist, Dave Mira, Ryan Nyquist, Carrie Hart, Todd Richards, and of course, Barrett Christie. For details on prizes and such, pull up www.gobigwinbig.com. Dude, what are you waiting for? Do it now!